and welcome to my
little Jigachi adventure.
This is the first time I've ever been there.
There's my parents.
But the view was very cute. It was very cool. I liked it. I literally thought that this store was like the entire mall.
It's just a part of a
Used to
mall.
be a JCPenney that's inside a bigger mall.
Duh.
I thought this whole entire store was the mall, but it wasn't. So anyways, we walk in, immediately we see this giant tuna head. This thing is huge. What's even crazier is it's for sale for $100 per head. I wonder what somebody's doing with all that. And then we went over to the seaweed section. They had so much meat, so much dried fish. My mom found the seasoned seaweed. We didn't get it. But this seaweed section was huge. There was literally a thing $30 seaweed. And of course we didn't get it. This section had like every single type of seaweed you could ever imagine. Like there was even like peanut butter coated fish, which was this one in the middle, this like white one. There was thousands upon thousands. I'm lying. There's probably like, I don't know, like 100 different varieties. And there was like $30 seaweed too. That was crazy. And probably every single type of dried fish you could ever imagine. And then we saw a bunch of meat sections. They had every single type of red meat, the meat that you find for like hot pot or Korean barbecue. It was crazy. It's so many mussels. There was like so much fresh and frozen seafood, so much dried fish, fresh fish. There's like so much kimchi everywhere. And they had this really cute little spot, like a little like backyard kitchen. I thought that was so cute. And they had this whole little section of like all these different types of alcohol. They had like plum wine. They also had like American brands of like milk, and they had like radishes and stuff for kimbap. Never seen that stuff in person, but that stuff is so good. This section was huge. And they had like snacks and everything. Like so many options. Tried some tea. That tea was tea. So these like rice cakes. They had like a whole street food section. And again, of course we didn't get anything. That's just a theme right now. They had so much prepared food. There was the tea that I tried. They had a bunch of different flavors too, but I just tried the jasmine green tea one. I had that little tray that like those videos where like they're buying every single lunch from every tree, and that was so cute. Like making those bao buns. Fresh. It looked so good, and of course we didn't get any. There's bulldog noodles. They had Korean melons, peaches. Those things were ginormous. I don't think that clip did it justice. That thing was huge. Of course, because it's literally a big super store. They had samples, so we got some Pollock Row. It's like different flavors or something. I don't know. And stuff. There's like this kind of drink that you can make with mixing up all these like flavors or whatever. I don't know. They had like a whole like little warehouse section where all this stuff was. I thought that was like so interesting. And they had butane. I've never seen that in person. I've only seen other people's videos. I was like, wow, this stuff is real. I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was thinking that. They had a whole section of rice cakes. Every single rice cake you could ever imagine. Crazy work. They had a whole bunch of cool stuff. Every single type of noodle. They had like fresh noodles, then they had dry noodles. They had seafood. I think some of these were like fresh ramen or something. They came in like packages. I don't know, to be honest. But they had like a whole bunch of tea and stuff. This was their dried tea section. And oh my god, I was so excited about this. They had these like little ice cups that I see in like the Asian supermarkets in like Japan, but I've never seen them in person. And then they had like the little drink packets. I thought that was so exciting. I literally thought that was so cool. And then they had like coconuts. I don't like fresh coconut like that. And they had kimbap, and they had like really nice oil and stuff. That stuff was expensive. They had so much like prepared food, which I thought was cool too. Like they all made it like in-house and stuff, and everything looked so good. But say it with me, we didn't get anything. And then there's just like a whole section for like ramen noodles. Which I thought was crazy. Their japchae was right here. It's under like a traditional or the temple. It was just like part of like their prepared food. Dude, they had skincare here. They had hair care and skincare here. And I didn't really look at it that much, but stuff looked nice. Because Korean skincare is on top. There's a jujubes. I've never had them. My mom said they taste like something. I don't remember what she said, but. And those grapes, I thought those were giant blueberries.
They were grapes.
And when we went to their little restaurant that they have inside called Pogu.
Pogo?
I don't know. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Don't come for me. I'm trying. The little place setting that they gave us was so cute. And that bread, top 10 bread. It's made out of rice, but it's so crispy. And they gave us like a little matcha spread with it. 10 out of 10. It was so good. And then I got a yuzu mojito. We got buckwheat noodles with chicken, some tofu, kimchi, jjigae. We got some kimchi salad. That was delicious. That was probably like my favorite thing. Oh, and we got like this braised pork situation. And then we got eel bibimbap. They all smacked. Everything was delicious. That was some radish. I tried my yuzu mojito. Delicious. The braised pork was so good. I don't even eat red meat. And I was eating that thing like no other. Same thing with that bread and that matcha spread. I mean, just look at the salad. It was so good. It was perfectly balanced. And that pork, look at that char. Everything was seasoned so nicely. It was all so delicious. A mojito, perfectly balanced. It was nice. It had basil, not mint, which was interesting, but it was still good. I was trying everything. I mean, like the radish was great. The pork was great. The kimchi was so good. everything was so good. That was marinated squid. That one was the eel bibimbap. It was so good. I love eel. I kept going back for more. I tried the noodles. The noodles itself were good. It was interesting because the chicken had like a pesto taste to it, and like there was no sort of pesto on the noodles, so that's interesting. Because the noodles had like this light soy sauce, like rice vinegar flavor to it, and there was some seaweed and some abalone. I've never had abalone, and that stuff was good. I've had jellyfish before, and it kind of tasted like that. And then we didn't know this, that you're supposed to make like little like wraps with the pork. It came with like lettuce, these like leaves. I can't remember what they're called, but like those like leaves, they're kind of like, they taste like licorice. I think they're so good. And I put little pepper in mine, little braised pork, and a little bit of this like carrot puree stuff. It was good. And of course I had a carrot, because you probably don't know this, but my roommate knows this. I love carrots. I think I've always loved carrots, but I really love carrots. I love carrots like no other. That is the one thing that is consistently in my house, is carrots. Because I love carrots so much. And I was still eating some more pork. And then I tried the noodles without that like sauce. I think it was like basil oil, but it didn't really taste like anything. It was just like really cool bright green. And then I was trying all the other things. The kimchi jjigae was really good. And then my phone died. But we did go to the bakery and we got like a few things. We got a little matcha cookie, a macadamia nut cookie, Earl Grey, pound cake, and one of the little rice buns. Overall 10 out of 10 experience. But I think I still would rather go to H Mart instead, because I think it's cheaper, because everything was kind of expensive. But here's the view too of San Francisco. Really nice, really cute. And I know I haven't done my little montages in like a minute, but don't worry, you're gonna get one of those. And I had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming on this little adventure with me. I hope you had fun too, but now it's time for me to go plant some fish. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on the flippity flop.